Hello, friends. Welcome back. It is time for a high dollar what sold. These are really fun because these are my sales, so I can tell you exactly what I paid for it. I can tell you where I bought it. I can tell you how much I paid. So I have more information on this than I do when I do the high dollar research videos because those are other people's sales. And we've had a really good week this week. We're at $3,000 in sales for the week. I actually have 17 on eBay to share with you that are over $50 that sold in the last 2 weeks. So they sold the last 2 weeks of May 2025, as well as a couple from Poshmark as well. So some really good sales to share with you. Again, I'm going to tell you where I found them, how long they took to sell, my estimated profit. And if you are wanting to increase your sales price or just try and mix in some of these high dollar items, great video to watch, and hopefully this will increase your knowledge. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first up is a pair of vintage sterling silver hair clips. These were signed. They were plain, no monogram, nothing fancy. And these sold in under a month for $53.99. I am only $5 in. So these are about a $40 profit. You can see there that sterling. They also had a little maker's mark on them as well. And they're small, only 2 inches, and still sold for $53. I've done very, very well with quite a few barrettes, not just sterling. So definitely keep your eye out for barrettes and look for fancy ones. Definitely look for sterling. I've done well with Native American ones as well, even if they are not sterling. Next up is one that sold very fast. It sold in a day. This is a vintage Phoenix bird, rose quartz or tourmaline. I wasn't sure between those two stones which one it was, so I did put both. It also had a sterling silver necklace with it and sold in a day for $60. I only paid $5. So this one's about a $48 profit. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And here you can see it was actually a signed necklace as well. Beautiful ball chain, signed GW. And it is a longer one as well, 24 inches. And really just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And the buyer was very, very happy with the offer being accepted at $60. And I was very happy with the sale. Next up is one that I wasn't sure what brand it was. You can see I put vintage yellow plush kitty cat, kitten, or tiger, mohair, scythe. I wasn't sure. It was only 8 inches, and somebody messaged me. I had it listed at 100. They asked me to take less. It was listed in December, and I said, okay, I can do 60. And they had offered 50. They said 55. I said, okay. I paid about $5 for this in an online plush lot that actually had quite a few scythe with it. So that's why I was thinking it might have been a scythe. And this one's about a $44 profit. And I am happy with that. And she was very happy with the price as well. So gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Again, only 8 inches, so very, very small. If you missed my plush research video, definitely check it out because there's a lot of plush out there that is very, very valuable. Next up is a really, really neat piece. This is an antique carved resin geisha. I put vintage figurine, chain necklace, Asian pendant. This one sold for a best offer I sent out of $65. This is another one that I only paid $5 for. So this one's over a $50 profit. It did take 6 months to sell. Really, really neat piece. And I got those comps by finding similar items on Google Lens. And here you can see it was signed on the bottom. Really, really neat piece. It was a long necklace, 36 inches. And an amazing sale at $65. And again, it did take 6 months, but jewelry doesn't take up much space. Next up was a really, really fast sale. This one sold in under a month. This is a Dooney and Burke lilac purse signature logo polka dot crescent purse. And this one I got in a big lot from Shannon. I paid about 10. It sold for a best offer I sent out of $62.99, making it about a $45 profit. Really fast sale. Watch out for Dooney and Burke. Definitely, though, make sure they're authentic if you do not know the source, because Dooney and Burke are faked. This one was from Shannon and she bought it from the store, so we knew it was authentic. Great sale and very, very fast. Next up is one that took a year to sell, but this one's a cool one because I got it for only $1 in a big buyout I did from somebody in South Florida. Bought hundreds of items from them, got them right at $1 a piece, which was beautiful. It did take a half off offer to sell it. It sold for $63, so it's still over a $50 profit, but $1 buy, you know? So really, really nice. Crazy thing is here, you can see the MSRP is $228. That's why I had priced it so high, but since I only paid $1, I was happy to get the $63 sale. Next up was a pretty fast sale. This one was listed less than 2 months, and this one is a Cambridge Rose Pink Depression glass draped lady, a flower frog. Watch for flower frogs. If you don't know flower frogs, definitely learn them. That actually might be a pretty cool research video to do too. You guys wonder where I get my ideas. This is exactly where. So $69.99 sale. Very, very fast. And I only am in about $10. So this one's still over a $50 profit. Here you can see the holes for the flowers. So a flower frog is something that is used for floral arrangements, and a lot of them sell very, very high. So definitely keep your eye out for them. Next up is a St. John collection by Marie. Gray, blue, knit cardigan sweater, white trim, large. I did put reed because this one had some stains, and we did get this dry cleaned and it still would not come out. So I did pay up for this. I paid $20 in an online auction lot. Sold for full price at the $79.99. I did price it lower than others because it had the condition issues. So this one is about a $40 profit after the fees. I love getting online clothing lots, and I will pay up for names such as this. Here you can see the stains that were on it. They were quite significant, and it still ended up in an $80 sale. So if you have stuff that's very, very high value, even with stains and with flaws, it will still sell as long as you discount it accordingly. Next up is a really, really cute one. And I didn't know this purse designer. This is Mary Frances. It's a Dear Lover love letter beaded crossbody bag. I did put chain strap purse. I really wanted to get this up by Valentine's, and I ended up listing it in March. So this one took a few months to sell. It sold for a best offer of $90. I got it for $35. So it's about a $50 profit after fees. Super cute. If you don't know Mary Frances, this is a very small bag, like letter size, 9x5, and just a really cute beaded purse. Definitely know that name and keep an eye out for her. And I would advise keep an eye out for those purses that look different and are cute like this. Next up, you hear me talk about them all the time. I have not gotten any new tintype photos in a very long time, but this one was in a lot that I had, and it sold for a best offer of $105, and it sold it in about 4 months. So not too bad on this one. Here you can see the glass was broke on that one, and we did put that, and we put that we could remove it. This one's a bigger one, so it's 4x5. Most of the ones I get are smaller wallet size, but this is kind of a step up from that. And I got it in an online lot. I paid about $10, so it's actually about a $70 profit in the 5 months. Next up was a very, very fast sale in under a month, full price. I actually found this blanket when I was thrifting in Las Vegas. So this is a vintage beater lac velour throw blanket made in the USA. The pattern really matters. And this is actually one of the highest beater lac selling blankets. Paid $10 at the thrift store in Las Vegas. It sold for $120. So it's actually close to an $85, $90 profit, and very, very fast. So if you see beater lac, definitely check the designs. There are a lot of them that don't sell for as much, but this design in particular is very, very sought after. Next up is the highest vinyl sale I have ever had. This is a Fleetwood Mac Rumors LP from 1977. And this one sold for full price at $24.99. And I'm not good with records. I bought a lot of them. I probably will not buy any more. There's just so many different variables to them, but I did my best to comp and price them. Here you can see on the bottom of the record, the 1977 Warner Brothers, and full price sale, $125. I paid less than $5. So this one is actually very, very close to $100 profit. Next up are some Waterford lead crystal illuminology faceted candle holders, 11-inch, a set of 2. They were in their original boxes. I got these in an online auction lot. I'm only about $15 in. They sold for a best offer I sent out of $84.49. They took 10 months, so they did take longer, but I am still making about a $55 profit. So here you can see the proof of purchase on these. They were in the original box. Really, really pretty but simple Waterford pieces. And here you can see on the bottom, they are marked. So even if they didn't have the sticker, you've got to look for that etching on the bottom for Waterford. Steuben is a little inscribed S on it. That's another high dollar crystal. And a great sale. I'm happy with the $85, but they did take longer to sell. Up next was a thrift store buy, and I paid up. I paid $25. That was on a 50% off sale. So they had it marked 50, but it was half off. So paid 25, sold for a best offer of $130. So about an $80 profit on this. I saw this and just knew there are some Fitz and Floyd pieces that can be really, really valuable. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Obviously the thrift store did because they had it priced up. And I was happy to pay the 25 and sell it for 130, and really, really good profit. But it did take longer. You know, it did take 8 months to sell, but I think it was worth it. Up next is this gorgeous Zuni Native American turquoise, howlite, onyx, and coral inlaid sterling ring. This one was a signed piece. It was signed Nez. And this one sold for full price, $199. I did pay up. I paid about $40 for this one, but it's still over $100 profit, probably close to $120 after fees. There is that Nez, and really, really beautiful ring and a great full price sale. But it did, again, some of these higher price ones take longer, and this one took right at 10 months. Next up is a gorgeous early Polyssart lampwork flower Latticino Millefiori garland paperweight. Took less than I wanted on this. This one I sold for $233.71. I think this was actually a reseller probably. I got tired of being patient. This is actually break even. This is the highest eBay sale, and I didn't make any profit on it. But sometimes you got to let it go, get that money back so you can make some better purchases. That is what I did with this one. So I'm happy it went to another, I'm pretty sure it's another seller that focuses on glass. And I'm okay with that. I got my money back and sourced some items that hopefully will sell a little bit faster. And this is the last one for eBay, but I actually do have 3 Poshmark sales that were over $50 that I'm going to show you right now. Next up, this is an India Hicks fold over leather Carmen clutch tassel. I got this in an online lot. I researched it and I was like, what the heck? I had no idea this thing was worth that much. I got it for only $5. So this one's actually like a $55 profit. And did take a while to sell. But here you can see the India Hicks and London Harbor Island. Really cool beetles on the inside. Really, really neat. It was magnetic. And this was a really excellent sale. This is a brand I had never heard of. There were sold comps, and this one I took a best offer of 80, and I'm happy with that since I only paid 5. All right, last up is another sterling barrette, and another one I only paid 5 for. It sold for 51, $40 profit on this one. And really pretty. Again, don't pass up those sterling barrettes. There you can see the Taxco marking, the 925 and Mexico. Really, really neat barrette. And if they weren't worth so much, I would keep them because they're really cool. But being the seller I am, if it's worth this much, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to list it. And this was a really, really good sale. And this one was pretty fast. All right, that was everything. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there were some things that caught you off guard as far as like how fast they sold or how long they took to sell or how cheap I might have gotten them. There was some really cool stuff in here for sure. And I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope your summer is starting off great and continues to go that way. I appreciate you watching. Leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.